Buying your first luxury watch is a major financial milestone. You're preparing to spend up to $10,000 on a single item, and the biggest fear standing between you and the register is buyer's remorse. The watch community often pushes you into a false choice. On one side, there's the pressure to buy the safe brand that everyone at the office recognizes. On the other, the urge to strictly hunt down pure technical specifications to prove you're a real enthusiast. This chart maps out 10 distinct watch options under that $10,000 cap. We aren't declaring which is objectively best. Instead, we're looking at the specific engineering trade-offs of each piece to see which matches your daily lifestyle. On one side, we have safe, universal utility. These are watches that blend into any scenario. On the other side, we find high-character, specialized horology, pieces built for a very specific purpose or aesthetic. The perfect first watch isn't hiding in a specification sheet. It's found by figuring out what kind of wearer you are and actively accepting the compromises of the tool built for your reality. If you want unquestionable, neutral versatility, the ultimate baselines are the Rolex Oyster Perpetual and the Omega Aquaterra. This matrix breaks down their core inputs. Rolex provides the caliber 3230 and 904L stainless steel. Omega counters with their 8800 movements and black lacquer dials. Both give supreme professional capability and accuracy. The trade-off is a lack of eccentric, conversation-starting character. You're buying an incredibly well-made, down-the-middle tool. If you want slightly more elegance within that safe zone, the Rolex Explorer is the move. Its 369 dial layout and understated luminous integration make it significantly easier to dress up than a standard sports watch. Moving into dedicated professional tools, we have to talk about the Rolex Submariner. At over $9,000 for the no-date and pushing higher for the date version, it's the one exception to our $10,000 rule. The compromise with the Submariner is entirely social. You get absolute daily practicality and best-in-class finish, but you are buying a highly ubiquitous watch. It may not wow you with novelty because you've seen it 1,000 times before. For the value-conscious buyer who wants that dive watch capability without the Rolex Premium, the primary alternative is the Tudor Black Bay 41mm. This diagram highlights the recent updates. Tudor brought their master chronometer movement to the 41mm line, while shaving 1.5 millimeters off the top. At 13.6 millimeters thick, it wears significantly more compact on the wrist than previous generations. Another heavy hitter in this bracket is the Omega Seamaster Diver 300mm. At around $6,000, it remains a complete dive package, packed with a ceramic wave dial and a double anti-reflective sapphire crystal that makes the glass practically disappear. If you prioritize these professional, safe choices, you guarantee yourself maximum wardrobe flexibility. You just must be comfortable wearing a widely recognized, common design. Now we shift to the Optimizer. This buyer cares more about intricate mechanical innovation and unique finishing than a universally recognized logo on the dial. This is where the Grand Seiko spring drive steps in. Specifically, the SBGA 413 features their highly angular 62GS titanium case and a complex dial texture that shifts from pink to silver depending on the light. The 9R65 spring drive movement regulates a mechanical mainspring's power with a quartz oscillator. An electromagnetic pulse acts as a frictionless brake on the glide mill, replacing the traditional escapement. This achieves a continuous sweep and an ultra-accurate variation of 15 seconds a month. The trade-off for this level of engineering for many of the most famous GMT watches even existed. Optimizing for mechanical complexity and heritage yields immense respect from other collectors, but it demands sacrificing absolute, unthinking, everyday neutrality. Finally, we have the aesthete. This buyer prioritizes a distinct design language and historical significance over pure ruggedness. The Cartier Santos is the quintessential dress-flexible sports watch. With a solid bracelet and 100 meters of water resistance, it easily bridges the gap between formal wear and casual daily use. Requested by pilot Alberto Santos Dumont, this early aviation design established Cartier as a watchmaker. Many argue it was the very first purpose-built wristwatch. The stark trade-off for the Santos is its finish. The highly polished square bezel and bracelet surfaces attract scratches incredibly easily during routine daily wear. The ultimate heritage chronograph is the Omega Speedmaster Moonwatch. While it features a 42mm case, a short 47.12mm lug-to-lug distance makes it surprisingly compact and wearable on almost any wrist. The Speedmaster's draw is its unparalleled space exploration heritage and its history of rigorous NASA flight testing in the 1960s. The specific compromises here are mechanical. It requires manual winding every day, and buyers have to choose between historical accuracy with a Hesalite crystal or modern durability with sapphire. Choosing a heritage piece means willfully accepting physical vulnerabilities and manual quirks in exchange for the privilege of wearing a piece of history. The concept of a perfect first luxury watch is a myth. Success is about matching a watch's unique compromises to your specific lifestyle. This chart is the 2024 First Luxury Watch Matrix. We use it to help you choose based on your primary motivation. For the pragmatist, if you want unquestionable safety and a versatile one-watch collection, your path points to the Rolex Explorer or the Omega Aquaterra. For the optimizer, if your priority is maximizing horological tech and finishing for the price, target the Grand Seiko Spring Drive or the Tudor Black Bay 41. And for the aesthete, if you want deep history that doubles as a stylistic statement and you can accept a few scratches along the way, aim for the Cartier Santos or the Omega Speedmaster. A luxury watch is ultimately meant to be worn and experienced. The right choice is simply the one whose trade-offs you are happy to live with every single day.